incomplete record is where the financial statement is unsystematically prepared or unaccurately prepared by non-qualified accountant. So this is where we normally terms on what? On incomplete records. Characteristics of this incomplete record. Number one, we can talk about it is unsystematic account entries. It's also, it is an accurate record. It is not complete. It's not complete. You can also say profits are estimated. Profit are estimated. Correct? Profit cannot be identified. Types of incomplete records. Number one, we have pure single entry. Pure single entry. So here, only personal account is maintained. Only personal account is maintained. You have number two, simple single entry. In that case, we have both cash book and personal account is maintained. Number three, we have quasi single entry. This case, kuna personal account, and also cash book account, and subsidiary books are maintained. And subsidiary books are maintained. And subsidiary books are maintained. So I said to ascertain the incomplete or incorrect profit. We know that how do we get profit? In the part of the equity, equity capital. How do we ascertain profit? Profit inakwanga, tunachukuanga kwanza, this part is always made up of opening capital. Tunachukua opening capital plus less drawing, less drawing plus profit plus revaluation gain. Then we get closing capital. So to assume we have the closing capital. So to get profit, we make this one the subject of the formula. So, for example, kama hapa tuko na closing capital. So itakuwa closing capital, tuseme tukataka profit. Profit will be equal to closing capital minus opening capital plus drawing minus revaluation gain. So profit will be equal to closing capital minus opening capital plus drawing minus revaluation gain. What we should also know. That is also should also do what? No. Then when it comes to adjustment of other things that we normally know, when you want to adjust, the cash books, or we can always be adjusting or controlling account. This will always apply. We can to correct the records, or to make complete record. You can always apply control account. Tunajua kupata sales, to get sales. So nilisema NB, control account does not maintain cash sales and cash purchases. Hiyo nilisema ile siku. Nikasema kama ni account unafaa kutengeneza, kama ni trade receivables, inakwanga tena debtors, inakwanga tena apart from debtors inaweza kuwa nini? Sales, Sales control account. Hizi zinatengenezanga didimo moja. So as we know that here we want the credit sales, the balance brought down inaanzanga huku. Balance brought down. Ndio maana usiniambie kama watakuwa wanakupatianga sales, usiniambie utakuwa unakosa kujua kutengeneza. So balance brought down, then balance carried down. Inakuanga hapa. Alafu anything like those things as now will increase our customers account. For example, there was bad debt written off. Ilikuwa na deni lakini waka write off. Discount allowed to them. Allowed to customer. Receipt from customer. Ama received, ama cash, inaweza kuwa cash ama bank received. Sasa return inward. Wamerudisha goods, return inward. So hii ina dealing na customer. The way I said, this account always deal with customers and the firm. Sawa sawa. So anything about the customer. Ama bills, receivable. You also maintain. Then set off. Contra pia wana maintain hapo. Alafu unafanyanga balancing. So that balancing is what you bring here. The thing that you should know is kuna ingine inakuanga refund from debtors ama customer ama interest due on customers unawekanga hapa. Then hii balancing figure inaitwa credit sales. So hii ina reduce farm account kwa sababu walipatiana to debtors but they did not pay that amount. So hii ndio inakuanga balancing figure. So to get sales yenye wewe unaanza nayo swali. Incomplete records hautapewa maybe sales. Wanakuambianga the following is the statement of from the books of AV Limited. It was notified that the account was prepared by non-qualifying accountant. Therefore, the records were not complete. Hiyo ni error walitengeneza. So sales hawatakupea. To get total sales, utachukua ile cash sales, alafu na add credit sales. Sasa hii ndio sales itaenda pale juu. Mahali wewe unaanza sales minus return inwards hivyo. Sawa sawa, tumeagree hapo Masinde? Sawa? Hello, Masinde, you are in? Makrin, sawa sawa?
Yes.
Thank you. That is what you will always do. You will always make up your doing. Then, we talk about payable. So, nataka mshike hii account. This is what I was drawing for you the other time, and some of you are worrying. Inaitwa control. To control that data. Payable, ama, we can also call it creditors. Can also call it purchases. Control. To control the purchases, in a dealing in a suppliers and the firm. Because you know that payable is a liability. Balance brought down in another side. Kama ni receivables, it begins from the other side. So we have upper una balance carried down. Alafu we have like discount received. So it is the firm receiving discount. That's the huku side, it increases the firm account. So the firm receives discount from the firm.
We are not seeing.
What are you
Hakuna
not
maandishi
seeing?
yako inakupotelea.
Which part are you not seeing?
The last part on receivables.
Oh.
Not receivables, payables.
Na mbona mimi naiona?
It's not showing. Okay. Adjusted. It's okay now.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And everybody can confirm it is visible. Sindio? Good. So we also have here ilikuwa discount allowed, discount received. You can see return inwards. Hapa ni return outward. When the farmers return some goods to the supplier, they will be given what is called a what? Is it a debit note? Is it a debit note? They will be given debit note. But when the farmers return the customers has returned goods to the farm, wanapewanga kitu inaitwa credit note. Sawa sawa. So hapa we talk about also any supplies, payment by supplier ama to supplier, payment to supplier. Alafu kuna bills payable. This set of contract is always affecting both sides. Set of contract. So we debited here. So this one is what is called purchases contra settlement. Na hii inakuwa sale contra settlement. It is a double entry. So with the same amount, if you credited this side, you are coming to credit the debit is this other side. So another thing we might be remaining with. Then hapa kuna interest due supplier. Alafu hapa kuna nini?
Receipt.
Hapa kuna. Huku pia kuna dishonored check. Alafu hapa kuna credit purchases. Credit purchase. Sasa hii ndio balancing figure. So when you look at here, this closing balance, for you to get total purchases, sasa utachukua cash purchase, which does not affect control account, plus credit purchase. Ile purchases yenye una add, wewe unachukua una lessingi cost of sales, unachukua opening inventory, you add purchases. So after adjustment and correcting what this unqualifying accountant did not do, after correcting it is when you come and do what? You finish about it. So. So after this, there is also called incomplete record that we normally apply. We can also apply number 1. Tulisema hii ni A, part B ni this one. Part B. Part C, we can also talk about statement of affairs. Statement of affairs nisema it maintain then the difference between the opening balances in the beginning, the opening balances of assets, maintain the difference between the opening balance of assets and the opening balances of the liability. Hii ndio tulifanya kwa nini? Hii ndio tulifanya kwa nini? Kwa non-profit making. Sawa. Si ndio tulifanya kwa non-profit making? So our main aim here is always to get capital. It is prepared to get capital. Balance. Capital figure. So time unaenda kutengeneza hiyo account. So inakuanga statement of affairs. DRCR na DR. So huku utaweka all assets. Na tukasema example of asset ni wewe unajuanga statement tulisema ya kwamba kama ni subscription ina arrears inakuwa asset. Kama ni subscription in advance inakuwa liability. So all asset like bank, Tunaweza anza na non-current asset. Wacha niandike tu non-current asset. Unaweka, unajua example. Asset, you write, and other asset. Kama intangible, hizo zote. Then, kenye itakuwa huku ni capital. Capital account. Capital, hiyo ndio balancing figure. Hii ndio itakuwa balancing figure. Itamaanisha utakuwa umeleft current liability. Current liability. And also ukatoa non-current liability. So balancing figure ndio capital. Unaulizwa the capital pale wamekuwekea question mark for those students who are doing ATD. So lazima ujue utakuwa unatengeneza statement of affairs. Na nishakwambia statement of affairs. So hii capital ndio wao unaita sometimes consolidated fund. Wao unaitanga consolidated what? Consolidated fund. So hapa utafunga, hapa chini ufunge, hapa chini pia nitafunga. Have you seen how to come up with a capital? Have you seen how to come up with a capital? Hello?
Yes.
So that is good. So can I wrap or somebody is still writing? Can I wrap? Kuna mtu bado anaandika?
Yes, huku mwisho.
So kama mtu amekwambia tengeneza statement of affairs, you cannot say you don't know how to prepare statement of affairs. Na nikakwambia ina deal tu na hizo opening balances. Sasa so in general techniques of finding cash or bank. General techniques, I can write here. So hiyo ni kufind capital, tumeshaona. So general techniques on how to find cash. General technique to find bank or cash. Nisema hapa unatumianga receipt and payment. Receipt and payment account. Do you know how to prepare this one? Receipt and payment nakwanga na debit. Receipt ni huku and payment. So hii ndio inaendanga hii bank yenye inaendanga kwa hii statement of affairs. Hii bank balance inaitwanga cash balance brought down. Ndika hapo. Na hii ndio inaendanga kwa balance sheet. Hii inaendanga kwa balance sheet ndio hii. Hii ndio inaendanga kwa balance sheet. That hii ina control. The balance sheet control the bank at the end of the year. Lakini statement of affairs control the balance at the beginning of the year. Sasa hii ni statement of affairs. Mtu anainua mkono. Christine? Christine, can you speak? What about debt collection, expense in sales control? Debt collection ina maintainiwa huku. Sini kama bad debts, ndio hii. Debt collection, it has been yet collected. Debt collection. Kuna vitu tulisema Kama ni debt collection from a customer on sales, iko wapi hapo? Hii ina maintainiwa huku. Bad debts does not maintain. So kama ni iko bad debts ina maintainiwa huku on the receivables account. You are going to debit a credit. You are going to credit. Sawa sawa, Christine? Yes, you are going to credit it. So another thing, we continue. Nikasema all payments that we normally make now, expenses, kama purchases, but lazima ikuwe tu cash. Hizi vitu zenye wao wana maintain hapa lazima ikuwe in cash, not on credit. Receipt and payment maintain cash in bank ama cash in hand. Does not maintain any credit entry. Sasa inaweza kuwa cash purchases. Cash purchases. Sasa hii cash purchases ndio unaonanga tunaongeza hapa. Hii cash purchases. When you buy, you have in card. Bank overdraft. Bank overdraft. Purchase of machinery. Ukiona machine huku, machinery or any other equipment, it has been purchased. City asset, the cost of purchasing that machinery. Ukiona hiyo side. Unaweza kuwa na expenses, drawings. Payment to creditors. ETC. Sawa sawa. ETC. Alafu huku huwa ina maintain income the way I told you. Kama hapa tunaweza kuwa na donation, subscription. Unaweza kuwa tena na nini? Sale of asset. When you sell an asset, you get an income. Unaweza kuwa na nini tena? Anything? Maybe closing capital ama fresh capital when you sell anything. So that one could be closing. You close this one. Interest received. So those are the things that you need to know on how to adjust. So hakuna kitu hapo. We need to go to one question. I want to do one question in the sitting. I want to do one question, and this is the part that will not miss. This is the part that will not miss. That is the part that will not miss. So maybe reason for incomplete records. Reason for incomplete records, number 1, lack of accounting skills. Number 2, inadequate system. Kama hiyo system ni mbaya, atatengeneza. Number 3, maybe fraudulent behavior, e.g. confusion. Number 4, can be losses during transaction. Akimake transaction unapata kama zingine zimemiss, otherwise zingine ni complexity of the work. Anafanya errors mingi. Complexity of the work. So, as for this one came in November 2020, question 1B. November 2020, question 1A. Question 1A. So those are the things that you can maintain.
Nini mbaya? Atawale jina. Yeah, your error.
So can we do a question? We can do a question. You can do December, is it December? August 2021, question 2. Can I rub?
Bado ilianza saa 5.
August 2021, question 2. So the main thing to know here, is how to adjust even statement of affair. You will be good to go. Statement of affair. That is the main clue that you need to have here. So when you look at this question, in August 2021, I hope everybody has the question. Alpha Omega operates the retail business. He has not employed a qualified accountant. As much as we've seen that one is incomplete record. And therefore, has not maintained proper accounting record. The following information was extracted from his books for the year ended 31st March 2020. Tuko na account receivable hizo zote zito. Na tunaambiwa maintain good accounting records. Sasa hiyo ni incomplete records. So the following transaction took place as of 31st March 2021. So this one is the end of the year. Zile za kwanza ni beginning of the year. Sasa hapo kwa beginning of the year ndio unatengeneza nayo statement of affairs. So the following transaction took place during the end of the 31st March 2021. Sales and purchases on credit amounting to 8320 and 7600,000. So sales ni 8320, purchases ni 7600. Now zote ziko on credit. Good. The following transactions were carried out through the bank account. Ndio maana nilikuwa nakwambia ndio hii. Do you know how to maintain account? Bank or cash? Ndio maana tumeona tumefanya hiyo maneno. Kuna hizo bank account entries. Then note number 3, the business operate at a gross profit margin of 25%. Na si nilikwambia hapo pia kuna many ways of getting even sales. Kama gross profit margin, wewe unatafuta aje? Juzi tu ndio tulifanya gross profit margin. Jana tu ndio tulifanya analysis. Tulifanya ratio analysis on Saturday. So gross profit margin inakuwa gross profit all over sales times 100%. So kama uko na hii na uko na hii na uko na hii na una sales, you can always get sales. So you can easily get sales. Accrued electricity amounting to 76. Bad debts of 80 were written off during the year ended 31st March 2021. The allowance for doubtful debt is amounting to 5% on the outstanding accounts receivable at the end of the year. So the one that is remaining is after the one has been, there are others which are written off. Kuna zile zinabaki. So it's 5% will be allowable for doubtful what? Doubtful debt. Note number 6. During the year 31st March 2021, the business received 160 and allowed discount of 280. So discount received, unajua, those are allowable allowances that are always granted to the firm since they have returned some goods back to the suppliers. Then the allowed discount allowed is that one that is always refunded back to the customer by the firm since they have refunded some, not refund, I'm sorry. We are not talking about refund. When talk about discount received, it is when allowance has been given to the firm by the suppliers due to the payment that they have made in time. But when talk about discount allowed, it is that allowance that is already given back to the customers by the firm since they have made a prompt payment over what they took as a credit. So note number 7, loan interest was paid for a half of the year up to September 30th, 2020. The business depreciated a motor vehicle at the rate of 20% on reducing basis. The full year depreciation is provided on motor vehicle acquired in the course of the year, and no depreciation provided for motor vehicle in the year of disposal. The motor vehicle disposed during the year ended 31st March 2021 had been purchased at 1 million and had accumulated depreciation of 448,000 at the time of depreciation. So hapo unaweza tafuta kitu inaitwa net book value at the end of the year. Then if there is what is called sales proceed, you compare whether you get a gain on disposal or a loss on disposal. Note number 10, the furniture is depreciated at the rate of 10% on cost and is prorated at the period during in the year. Additional furniture were purchased on 1st October 2020, while the cost of the furniture was held on the 31st March 2020 was 1,600,000 required. Statement of profit or loss for the year ended 31st March 2021. So student doing CFA, student doing CPA, this is what replaced sole trade account. Unaweza angalia hii kitu wewe ukadhani ni sole trade, ni incomplete record. Hawezi letewa hiyo sole trade direct ufanye. Incomplete record ndio utaletewa. Na hii nilishakwambia kitu yenye iko in April 2026. Nilishakwambia what you need to do. Therefore, I hope everybody is now going to do what? To pass. Sawa sawa. So tunaweza anza na workings, but workings tunaweza ona, ukiona tumeshaanza, tulianza pale na note number 2. Bank transaction, kuna working ya bank. Kuna working ya bank hapo. Sawa sawa. Kuna working ya bank account. Sawa sawa. So tunaweza tengeneza some of the accounts, statement of affairs. Tunaanza na statement of affairs. Anytime you get a question, just start with the statement of affairs. Just start with the statement of affairs. Hiyo tu. Anza tu na hiyo statement of affairs. Na usifanye kando. Just work it. Usifanye kando. Hizo ni some bonus you get in exam. Can we do statement of affairs? Workings. Why are we doing statement of affairs? There are some of the entries that were given. So number one, we have statement of affairs. Why are we doing statement of affairs? Tulipewa pale. Tulipewa hapo juu the opening balances. And you can also see them. Opening balances. For the year ending, wacha tuandike statement of affairs for the year ending 31st March 2020. Kumbuka the year ending 31st March 2021. So hizo ndio entry za 31st hapo juu. Vile nilisema ukitaka kutengeneza statement of affairs, just take the opening balances of all assets, subtract the opening balances of all liability. So tukiangalia hiyo swali letu, tunataka tutumie ile format yenye watu tunatumia. Tutaki kutumia ile format ya saa hizi, nilikwambia andika tu hivi. We can carry 3 zeros. We can carry 3 zeros, then details. So hapa tunaanza na asset. You can just say hapa asset. Assets. So. Unaona assets number 1 ni gani? Let us continue. Asset ya kwanza ni? Asset ya kwanza ni? People in this class. Asset ya kwanza tuna maintain ni? Freehold land. Thank you. Thank you. Asset ya kwanza ni freehold land. Freehold land. Remember this is working. Tunataka utafuta capital. Na hiyo ndio nilikwambia the main reason why tunaweka hii. What is the amount of freehold land? Alafu naangalia additional information kama freehold land ili depreciate, but in most cases freehold land does not depreciate. Sio ni kitu tunajua. Freehold land does not depreciate. Which amount is 2004? Freehold land does not depreciate. Another one kuna? Ama mnataka niandike tu na nisiwa include kwa my speaking. Nifunge nini
Motor vehicles.
Is it good that when I teach niwafungie nini? I meet all of you? Because I see no reason. You always don't speak. You don't like to speak. Hiyo ni ngapi? Motor vehicle ni ngapi? $3,000. Just maintain all those balances. Kuna furnitures and fitting. Niko na ngapi? Furnitures and fittings 960. Furnitures and fittings ni 960. We also maintain at netbook value. We also have inventory. Inventory ni ngapi? 15?
60.
So uniadie total assets. Total assets ni ngapi? I think hakuna any asset tumewacha. Total asset will be
7920.
20?
7920.
79, 20. Ah, tuko na account receivable. Unaona account receivable?
2000.
Account receivable. Ingekuwa the end of the year tungetoa allowance for doubtful debt, but hatutatoa hiyo. Ni 2000. Hiyo allowance for doubtful debt hawakuwa wamepeana, ni kama deni. Sawa sawa? Ni kama deni. Ni kama deni. Cynthia, you can now record. I've allowed you to do though. Allow you to do that one. Then kuna nini? Accrued hizo ni liability. Account receivable hiyo ni asset. Bank overdraft, that is liability. Account payable, liability. Accrued electricity liability. Bank loan liability. Allowance for doubtful debt hawakuwa wamelipa before. So hiyo itakuwa ni kama liability. Then freehold land tumeshaandika 24. That is an asset. Motor vehicle, that is an asset. Fixtures and furniture asset. Inventory, those are assets. Sasa to add. Ukiadd ni ngapi?
9920.
9920.
99? 90?
99.
9920.
9920. That is total asset. Then you less liability. Liabilities ya kwanza tunaanza na bank overdraft. Ni ngapi?
240.
240. Alafu kuna account
Payable.
payable. Ni ngapi?
1520.
1520. Then we have accrued
Electricity.
Expenses.
ni ngapi?
60.
60. Alafu tuko na 10% bank loan. Ni ngapi?
2400.
Another thing, tuko na unpaid bad debt. Sawa sawa? Unpaid debts. Allowance for debt. Hawakuwa wanapeana kwa sababu in the beginning ndio maana tunaiweka huku. Ingekuwa closing what tunaisubtract huku juu. It is contrary to nini? To balance sheet. Sasa hapo itakuwa 100. Kuna any accrued liability imebaki?
No.
What is the total? What is the total?
4320.
43. So what is the capital? What is the capital?
5600.
Ngapi?
5600.
56.
Yes.
So ukiangalia kwa hii swali yetu hatuna capital. Ndio maana nakwambia most of the time inakujanga tu hakuna. Anza na hiyo statement of affairs. The advantage of statement of affairs does not consider whether it is current or non-current. Hii account iko understood? If understood, say yes.
Yes.
Good. So that is working number 1. Working number 2, wakati ulikuwa unasoma hii account hapo chini, note number, you can see note number what? Note number 1. The following transaction took place on 31st March 2021. Sales and purchases on credit amounting to 80, 320 and 7600. Hapo kuna control account. Kwa nini tunatengeneza control account sasa? Why do you think tunatengeneza control account? Tunataka kujua ni amount gani ni account receivables at the end. Haya. So note number 2. Note number 2. Unaweza tengeneza account receivable. Kama ni credit sales, ni nani anatengeneza? account receivable. Kama ni credit purchases, nani anaunda? Account payable. Sawa sawa. So tunaanza na account receivable. Account control account. Si kawaida angalia balance brought down ya account receivable ilikuwa balance brought down ya account receivable ilikuwa 2000. Si ndio hii hapa? Hizi ndio balancing figures za kwanza. 2000 ndio hii hapa. So balance brought down ni tu 1000. Alafu niambie, hii credit sales tunaweka huku ama huku? Debit side or credit side? Go back to that control account uliunda. Credit sales inakuja huku ama huku? Have you written?
Debit side.
Debit side, credit sale. Ilikuwa pesa ngapi tumepewa? 80. Other things zenye tunaweza weka. Kama nilisema zenye zinakuwa to known bad debt. But what you need to know, NB, allowance for doubtful debt and cash sales does not affect control account. Hiyo ni kitu lazima ujue. Cash sales and allowance for doubtful debt does not affect debtors control account. Another thing. Aya, turudi hapo tuangalie. Kuna note number 5, Note number 5 kuna bad debt. Which is 80, Bad debt written off. Nilisema bad debt written off. Your work is to have that format with you. Alafu kuna 5% of the outstanding what? Account receivable. But hatuna hiyo account receivable at the end. So the allowance for debt, nilisema allowance for doubtful debt does not affect hapa. Sasa inamaanisha hiyo 5%, si ni balance carry down. Hiyo 5% tutachapa kwa carry down. Tunapata allowance for doubtful debt at the end of the year. Tutacompare na hii. Was there increase or decrease? If there was increase, it will be an expense. If there is decrease, there will be an income. Hapo understood. Then we have, during the year ended March, business received discount of 160. Discount allowed. So which one do we put here? Discount allowed or received? Which one do we maintain in account receivables? Allowed or received?
Allowed.
Discount allowed. Good. How much? How much is the discount allowed? 200 and? Another one. We continue. Remember, kuko na collection from debtors. Ile kenye nani alikuwa ananiuliza. Collection from debtors iko. Sawa sawa. Collection from debtors. Hiyo collection from debtors pia iko. Wacha tuangalie. Did they collect any amount from debtors?
Yes. 7560.
Yes? Yes. Unaona hapo sasa transaction note number 2. Si kuna collection from debtors.
Yes.
Ni ngapi?
7560.
7560. 25.6. Alafu angalia kama kuna any entry it affects tena. Hakuna. Can you add for me this? Wacha balance hapa, balance carried down. At the end of the year account receivable zitakuwa ngapi? Obvious lazima ikue huku, haiwezi rudi huku. Obvious. Kama yako utakuwa umetengeneza imerudi huku, utakuwa unaangalia vizuri. Hii plus ni this plus this is 10
320.
320 minus hizi. Unapata balance carried down ni ngapi?
2400.
2400. Aya, si sasa tunaweza tengeneza note number 5. Tunaweza unda note number 5. Walisema aje? Note number 5 walisema the allowance for doubtful debt is maintained at 5% of the outstanding account receivables at the end of the year. Outstanding ndio hii. So allowance for doubtful debt at the end year, balance end year. So tuseme hapa allowance for doubtful debt. So end year will be 5% of 2400. Unapata ngapi?
120.
120. But beginning of the year ilikuwa ngapi?
100.
The year ilikuwa ngapi?
100.
Is there a decrease or increase in allowance for doubtful debt?
Decrease.
Ai.
Increase.
Si ni end. Na hii ni beginning. Decrease iko wapi? Ni increase, ndio?
20.
In allowance for doubtful
Yes.
debt. Ya pesa ngapi?
20.
Sasa hii itakuwa expense. Sawa sawa. Hiyo itakuwa expense. Hiyo iko understood. Alafu sasa kenye itaenda kwa debtors ni ngapi? Debtors account in balance sheet. Itakuwa ni tuko na hii amount. What is the debtors? 2400. Which amount was not paid at the end of the year? Which amount was not paid at the end of the year? Ni wapi?
120.
Ni ngapi itaenda kwa balance sheet? Ngapi inaenda balance sheet? So
22.8.
expense. Hapa inaenda
22.8.
2280. Sasa hii inaenda kwa balance sheet. Hivyo, if understood you can say yes. If understood you can say yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Vivian. Good. So we can continue. When we continue, account payable, ushatengeneza receivable. Account payable kulikuwa na kitu inaitwa credit purchase. So inatuambia lazima tutafute account payable also at the end of the year. Our main aim was to get this one at the end of the year. Hii itaenda balance sheet, but after deducting allowance for doubtful debt at the end of the year which was not paid by the customer. Sasa hii ndio inaenda kwa balance sheet. So tunaenda kwa account payable control account. Haya, always balance brought down ya account payable inaanza side gani? Inaanzanga side gani?
Credit side.
Because it is a
Liability.
balance brought down. Haya, what was the payable at the beginning? 15? 15. So balance carried down hapa. Hii sasa baada tujazi. Ama tujaze hizi kwanza. Haya, kulikuwa na credit purchases. Credit purchases inakuwa huku ama huku? Debit or credit?
Credit.
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 Ilikuwa ngapi?
7,600.
76. Good. Halafu tuangalie kama kuna discount receipts iko. Inakuja huku ama huku?
The debit side.
Ni pesa ngapi? 160. Ndio. Halafu kaangalia kama kuna anything that we need to record. Go back to that note number 2. Note number 2, is there something we need to record? Tell me if you see very fast. Nani anaona kitu inafaa to record? Sema haraka haraka. We need to record. What do we need to record in that note number 2? Payment. Thank you, Christine. Payment to creditors. My friend, that is the main reason why I gave out format. Hii ndio maana nilipeana format. Sasa unaona vile waki na flow tu vizuri. 7760, si ndio? Yeah. Is there anything again? Hakuna. Hebu tupate balance carry down, lazima tuikue hii side. Balance carry down itakuwa, nitafutie total
9120.
9120. Ukitoa huku
1200.
hii inaenda wapi? Hii amount inaenda wapi? Mtu aniambie hii amount inaenda wapi? This amount inaenda wapi? I've decided to include in my lessons. This amount inaenda wapi? Tulisema balance brought down zinawekwa kwa statement of affairs, ndio? Balance carried down zinawekwa in
Balance sheet.
balance sheet.
Balance sheet.
Hiyo inaenda balance sheet kama current
Liability.
hivyo. I hope somebody is getting me. Then ukiangalia wakikwambia tu note number 2, the transaction were carried out through the bank account. Lazima tutengeneze bank account. Lazima tutengeneze bank account. Lazima tuunde bank account. So tunaweza unda bank account. Lazima tuunde bank account. Bank account. Haya, kuna balance brought down ya bank?
Adjust your camera.
Balance brought down ya bank account itakuwa ngapi? Iko sawa? Is the camera okay?
Bado.
Still not. Are you still not seeing camera? If you can see now, say yes. Is it okay?
Yes.
Now, balance brought
Yes.
down ya bank ni ngapi? Yes, thank you. Balance brought down ya bank ni ngapi? Si tuko na overdraft. Tuko na overdraft. We don't have the bank balance. Ingekuwa bank balance inaanza on the debit side. Na kama ni overdraft, which side do we put it? On the credit side. So, balance brought down. Ni how much? 240.
240.
Hivyo ndio kitu lazima uanze nayo. Alafu all the things, nilisema kutengeneza hii kitu, all payments unaweka huku, all receipt unaweka huku. Sio ndio tuliagree? Si ndio? Haya. All payment inamaanisha they paid. Everything they receipt. All the things are just in that note number 2. Haya, tutengeneze note number 2. Kuna electricity expense. Hiyo ni payment. Electric expense ni how much? 140, yeah? Kuna nini tena?
General.
Electricity ni 260.
260. Tuko na nini tena? Interest on loan. Interest on loan ni ngapi? 120. Kuna drawings ya to support. Kuna loan repayment ya pesa ngapi? 400. Kuna salary and wages ya pesa ngapi? 640. Kuna purchase of furniture. Purchase of furniture ni 800. Kuna payment to creditor. Account payable ama creditor ni ngapi? Ni 70? 60. Alafu kuna nini tena? Collection from receivables. Hiyo ni kama income. Ukicollect from debtors, collection from debtors ni kama income. Inakuwa ngapi? 70, 560. Alafu kuna income gani tena? Proceed from the sale of motor vehicle. Hiyo ni 480. Alafu pia kuna nini? Kuna purchases. Ulinunua in cash. Nilisema hapa ina maintain everything in cash, not on credit. Hata ukiona kitu on credit kwa hiyo area, usiweke hapa. Ni 28,960. Alafu ukimake sales, ukiuza si unapata income, unapata revenue. Sales inakuja huku. Sales inakuja huku. Ni cash. Haya, uniambie balancing figure. Itakuwa bank balance ama itakuwa overdraft still? So this one can be any side, huku ama huku. This one should be 20. Balancing figure inakuwa side gani?
Hiyo general expense to add
General expense.
ya 140. Hapo chini ya electricity.
Oh, hiyo tunaweka. General expense ni tuwali in car. Any expense in card. General expense. Oh, ndio nili interchange na drawing. Oh, general expense. Expense ni 140. Very good. Sasa add
7,560.
unapata ngapi?
11,560.
11,560 minus
3240.
Hapa ni 11,560. Ukiminus hapa inakuwa ngapi?
Hapana.
Inakuwa ngapi? This minus this minus this minus this ni ngapi?
640.
So 640. Swali yangu ni hii balance inaenda wapi? That balance tutaipeleka wapi? Mtu ambaye ana
Balance sheet.
inaenda balance sheet side gani? Tuko na current asset, tuko na current liability. Inaenda wapi?
Current asset.
Hapana. This is double entry. Angalia. So, suppose it is on the debit side. In the debit side huku. Si ndio hii tume credit tume debit bank. Tunaenda ku credit nini? Capital nini? Tunaenda ku credit nini? Capital account hiyo in the part of the liability. So kama hapa for example iko on the debit side. The double entry itaonyesha itaenda huko on the credit side. Sawa sawa. Ikirudi huko on the credit side inaenda kwa current liability. Ingetoka huku ingerudi debit side. Sasa itakuwa current asset. Lakini imetoka hii side. Sasa bado ni liability. Bado ni overdraft. Si kuna overdraft in the beginning and overdraft at the end. So overdraft at the end inaenda balance sheet. Overdraft at the beginning inaenda statement of affairs. If understood, say yes. If understood, say yes. Thank you, Christine. Vivian, are you in class? Wacha nirudie. Nimesema we were opening balance, bank overdraft. Balance at the beginning maintains. It is maintained in the statement of affairs. Then balance at the end. So now iko on the debit side. Double entry rule says vile iko on the debit side tukirudi kwa statement of financial position, balance sheet, itarudi on the credit side. Therefore, I said any bank balance on the credit side is always an overdraft. So if it is an overdraft, it is not now an asset. It is liability. It is current liability. Sijui kama Vivian amenisikia? Amenisikia? Amenipata sasa? Sawa, thank you. Ukielewa na umesikia, that is hiyo ndo my happiness. So hizi adjustment ushaona jinsi ya kupata bank. Wacha tuende kwa any adjustment yenye hatujafanya. Kama kulikuwa na depreciation hapo, wamefanya depreciation hapo sana. Inafaa tufungueko depreciation account. Tuone ni gani itafanyika. Na hii depreciation account, tunaiona asset that was disposed. That was note number 9. Hiyo ya kwanza tutadispose huko juu direct. So motor vehicle disposed during the year ended 31st March 2021 has been purchased at 1,000. Hiyo 1,000 ni nini? Mtu tena niambie hiyo 1,000 ni nini? Of motor vehicle. Hiyo 1,000 ni nini? Hiyo ni disposal at cost. Hiyo ni disposal at cost in the motor vehicle account. Nilisema kwa motor vehicle account for example, hii ni disposal. Hakuna vitu mingi tunaenda kufungua motor vehicle account. Disposal huwa tunaweka huku ama huku, credit ama debit. Suppose wame dispose, sio ni 1,000 wali dispose at cost, and that was the cost that it was purchased and it was disposed. Tunaweka on the credit ama tuna debit.
Credit.
Tunasema anything purchase you debit. Anything sold,
Credit.
hiyo ni disposal. Unaiweka hapa kama disposal. Amount which was disposal is 1,000. Haya, sasa double entry itakuwa aje huku?
Debit.
Debit. Sasa hapa tunaandika remember we credited motor vehicle account, but we credited motor vehicle account, but we debited disposal account. So hapa we are going to debit disposal account, but we credit motor vehicle account with the same amount. Motor vehicle account with the same amount. For those people who did ledgers entry and journal, I want to make sure that you know everything that we said that moment. Then he had accumulated depreciation of 488. Haya, hata tukitengeneza accumulated depreciation of motor vehicle account. Depreciation, during this depreciation, accumulated depreciation, disposal, watu tunaweka side gani? Disposal tunawekanga side gani? Hapa. Sawa. So that accumulated depreciation that took place during the year of disposal ndio tunaweka hapa. How much is it? How much is this?
488.
488. Very good. So double entry itaileta huku aje?
Credit.
Credit side. So tunasema accumulated depreciation. Na how much? 480. So we debited accumulated depreciation but credited disposal account. Sasa huku tuna credit disposal account, we debit accumulated depreciation account. So tuangalie then after disposal. So was this asset sold? Was this asset sold? Si ndio hiyo huko juu. Proceed on the sale of motor vehicle ni ngapi? Note number 2 ni ngapi? Note number 2. Note number 2, proceed on the sale of motor vehicle ni ngapi? 4. So when we sell, we credit or we debit? When we sell, money in ama money out? Money in, sindio? Yes. And when you sell, you credit. When you purchase, you debit. So hapo unasema bank. Iko in the bank? Iko in the bank account. Na pesa ngapi? 400 and? I think hiyo imeisha. Ama ni aje? I think imeisha. Aya, tuangalie kama kuna balancing figure ikitoka huku, hiyo ni gain on disposal. Ikitoka huku ni loss on disposal. Ikiwa loss on disposal, hiyo ni expense. Ikiwa gain on disposal, hiyo ni income. Aya, si niambie answer. Ni loss ama gain?
Loss.
Loss ama gain?
Loss.
So loss of how much?
40. 32.
Pesa ngapi?
32.
So hiyo ni expense. Hakuna kitu ngumu hapo. Hiyo depreciation nyingine tutafanya kwa statement of financial kwa income statement. So required. Can somebody make a screenshot? Is somebody making a screenshot? Or should I just wrap? Have you made the screenshot? So I just wrap, studio. You can make a screenshot. You can make a screenshot. And you make sure that you capture everything that we said that we are going to affect other accounts. Kama hii capital itaenda balance sheet. Hii capital itaenda balance sheet. The main reason why tunatengenezanga statement of affairs is to find the capital that was used to start a business This one will go to balance it in the part of the equity. So nikasema part of the equity you can get it in two ways. Another way of getting the capital. Nikasema ya kwamba unaweza chukua closing capital, uende uka nini? Uende uka add drawing, uende uka subtract opening capital. This is also can give you what is called capital. Inaweza kupea nini? The opening capital. Not opening capital hapa, but revaluation gain. Hii pia inaweza kupea net profit, net profit. Hii pia inaweza kupatia opening capital yenye inaenda balance sheet. This one. That is also what I've said. So. Haya, umeshafanya screenshot?
Yes.
So we can continue. So we can now start question 1. Question 1 walikuwa wanataka nini, Macrin? Which question were we doing? It was August
2021.
August 2021.
April.
August 2021.
Question?
Question 2.
So we can start on question number 1. We can start on question number 1. Inasema statement of profit or loss account. So vitu ni nywe. The name of the firm is
Alpha Omega.
The name of the firm is Alpha Omega. Statement of profit or loss account for the year ended 31st March 2021. So shilling and tunaanza na details. Tunaweka hapa nini say? Is there anybody who cannot see the whole board? Because how?
Move this other side. Yes, that's okay.
Nini? So sales, we are going to take the cash sales plus credit sales. Hiyo ndio nilisema. The cash sales ndio hii, which was paid already, na credit sales ndio hii. Lazima uadjust. Hiyo ndio kitu nilisema. So utachukua 2880 plus 8320. What do you get?
11,200.
11,200. Hakuna kitu kama return. Wakati tulikuwa tunapitilia swali, hatukuona kitu kama return. Cost of sale. Cost of sale tuko na opening inventory. Opening inventory ilikuwa ngapi? Wakati tulikuwa tunatengeneza statement of affairs, niangalilie kitu yenye ume screenshot. Ilikuwa ngapi?
1560.
Ilikuwa
1560.
1560. Then we add purchases. In the purchases pia tunachukua cash purchases, you add credit purchases, ndio hii. That is 960 plus 76. Suppose there
7600.
was withdrawn of goods peke yake, unge minus. Lakini hii drawings ni general drawings to the what? To the balance sheet. Sawa. Kama kulikuwa na drawings of other goods, unge subtract. So how much do you get?
85,600.
85?
85, 60.
Then you less closing stock. Closing stock ilikuwa ngapi? Angalia kwa for the transaction, the latest transaction. Kuna inventory. Kuna inventory? Kama kuna
No.
inventory, umejua nini tunatengeneza? Kama kuna inventory, wacha dash. Piga hapa dash. Unaona note number what? Note number 3. Note number 3 wamesema the business operate at a gross profit margin of
25%.
25. Sasa kazi yako ni kutafuta gross profit kwanza. Na hiyo ndio inaitwanga incomplete record. Sasa ndio unaingia ndani ya incomplete. Wamesema ni 25%. Na nilisema gross profit wao unatengeneza aje? Kama GP umepewa ni 25%. Wacha tutengeneze hapa. Kama GP ni 25%, let me just prepare. Ni 25% is equal to gross profit yenye hatuna. Sales. Tunaweka over sales which is 11 to times 100%. Si hivyo ndio wanatafuta gross profit margin. Multiply by 11,200. Huko pay 11,200. So utapata ngapi? Ini divide by 100 ni ngapi? Sasa inakuanga kazi rahisi. Unachukua tu 25 all over 100 times 11,200. Unapata ngapi?
2,800.
2,800. Hiyo ndio gross profit. Haya. Hapa huwa tunaweka nini? Cost of sale. To get cost of sale. Cost of sale is always sales minus gross profit. Ama gross profit inakuanga sales minus cost of sale. Sasa ni nini tuko nayo? Tunatumia formula number 1. Sawa sawa. So what is this one minus this upate hapa juu?
8,400.
8400.
84.
Aya, sasa kupata closing stock. Wewe unajua how do we normally get cost of sale? Is equal to opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. Si ndivyo? So tuweke vitu zenye tuko nayo. Tuko na 8400 is equal to opening stock is 1560 plus purchases. Purchases ni 8560 minus closing stock. Closing stock ni X. Si ndio? You collect like terms. Sasa hii itarudi huku itakuwa positive. Itakuwa 1560 plus 8560. Then you minus 8400. What do you get as closing stock? What do you get as closing stock? What do you get as closing stock?
1720.
1720.
17?
20.
Aya, muta confirm. Chukua hii plus hii minus hii. Inaleta nini? This one plus this
81
minus C inaleta nini? What is it? Does it bring? What does it bring? It is correct. Inaleta nini?
8400.
Tumeona sasa vile wanatafuta. Hiyo ndio kitu inaitwa incomplete record. Always easy if you think well. Then we check if there is a profit. Ama other income. Add other income. Kwa sababu tuliona discount receive, hatuwezi sema hatuna income. Discount receive ilikuwa ngapi? What was the amount of discount received? Ndio discount received ilikuwa ngapi?
160.
160. Another income? Allowance for doubtful debt ilikuwa expense, haikuwa income. Kitu ingine yenye tulipata hapa ilikuwa loss on disposal. Ingekuwa gain on disposal, tungeadd hapa kama income. Sawa sawa?
Yes.
If understood, say yes.
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 Good. Sawa. If not understood, also say pardon. Good. So total income will be total income will be
2960.
29.
29.
Then we less expect. So I want to stop here because see after this ni lunch hour mathematics, ndio? Lunch hour FA. So I'm going to drink water and you also take a cup of water. Then we come and complete this. Sawa. It is always lunch hour. Na leo nilikuwa lunch hour ya mwisho. So you can take water. Then we come and continue this one. You can take a cup of water. And don't leave, please, if you want to pass April. Because after this, I'm going to look for you something to do in April 2024, 2026. So we were to continue with that expenses. Hello, can I get that everybody is getting me well?
Yes.
Thank you. So we can continue. Is Makrin back? Is Makrin back? Ama alienda lunch kabisa? So we can continue. The paper was CPA August 2021 for those people who are joining now. If you are a CS students na umejoin, just hold on, usitoke. But usijaze akili na hii. Angalia tu transaction. Kenye inakusaidia mtu wa CS asitoroke. Mtu wa CS anafaa jue income statement and how balance it is being done. Are there CS students in this class? If
Yes.
there is a CS student, don't get out. You need to know this is just a mere transaction that will always take place. Control account and the what? The incomplete balance figure. So we can continue. So let us complete this one, then we do another question. Another question in another topic as revision. So expenses, we start with expenses. Tuko na electricity accrued. Electricity. Kama in the year 20, in the bank statement, kuna electricity expenses. What did I say? You must open electricity account. So that person mwenye ameingia ushapiga screenshot. So electricity account. accrued, unaandika tu accrued account. Now all accrued balance brought down always start from the credit side. So what was the balance brought down for the electricity expense?
260.
60, si ndio? Balance brought down was
260.
No, it is 60. Angalia crude as March 2020 ni ngapi?
60.
60. Ndio. Then balance carried down. Balance carried down, sasa angalia transactions za 2021 March. Angalia note number 4 ni ngapi?
76.
76. So accrued. So nilisema kama ni prepaid, balance brought down inaanza huku. Sawa sawa. Kama ni accrued, ni deni, ni liability. That is the main reason why it is a credit balance. So unarudi kwa bank. What was paid? Electricity that was already paid ni ngapi?
260.
260. If you pay, unaangalia bank account iko in which side? Iko on which side? Credit? Credit. So double entry tells us that we should. So unasema hapa bank 260. So which one will be going to P&L account? Total balance will be. Acha niandike vizuri na huku juu. Balance carried down umesema ni 76, eh? Ni 76. What is the total?
336.
So what is the balance? P&L. P&L account ni?
276.
So because we credited electricity accrued, but tulidebit P&L account. So ukirudi kwa P&L account, tuna debit P&L, but tuna credit electricity accrued. So that is what you do. So hii amount itaenda wapi? 76 itaenda wapi? Is in the
Balance sheet.
balance sheet in the area of current what? Current liability.
Liability.
Yes, at the end of the year. But in the P&L expense, so electricity expense, working, that will be 270. Very good. Then we have general expense. Is general expenses having some adjustment? Hakuna. General expense ni 140. Alafu is there the issue of bad debts? Bad debts written off is 80. Is 80. Bad debt written off is 80. There is discount allowed. Hizo ni entries a mark. Discount allowed if received is income, then allowed is an expense. Ndio hii. Ngapi? 200 Alafu kuna nini tena? Allowance for doubtful debt ilikuwa increase. But suppose it was increase, because it was an increase, the beginning was 100 and at the end was 120, which we calculated 5% on the balance of the account receivable. So itabaki ngapi? 20. So increase. I say increase in allowance for doubtful debt. Ni ngapi? 20. Very good. Alafu kuna nini? Kuna nini tunaweza weka direct hapo depreciation hapo kwa expenses paid, salary and wages. Can you see salary and wages? Salary and wages.
Yes.
No nini, no what? Adjustment. Inabaki 640.
Not.
Then kuna loan interest, Aya, tuangalie loan interest. Additional information. Number 7. Wanasema loan interest paid was for half a year up to September 2020. Hebu uniambie how many months from 31st March to November 2020? How many months are they?
6.
How many months?
6.
Yes? How many months?
6.
6 months. So itakuwa 6 over 12. You multiply by 10%. What was the interest? The interest was 10% on loans, ndio? 2400. Sijui kama unaona hiyo. Kuna mtu hajaona hiyo? Nirudie. Nilisema wakati umeangalia kwa current liability ukaona 10% debenture, ukaona 10% bank loan, kulikuwa na interest on what? Interest on loan ama debenture interest. So loan interest utachukua 6, it was 6 months all over 12. You multiply by ile 10% of loan, which is loan was 2400. Loan was 2400. Then walikuwa wanapatiana in installment. Ukiangalia hapo kwa in the beginning of the year, hiyo ndio loan tunazungumzia. Then at the end of the year, kuna another loan, interest on loan, note number 2, which is 100 and, if you are with me, can you tell me that loan is
120.
100 and
120.
sawa
10%.
plus 120. Hii unapata ngapi? Hii peke yake unapata ngapi?
120.
120, si ndio? Hii peke yake umepata 120. So hiyo ndio 120 walicalculate pale. Sawa. Another thing, let me check if there is another one paid. Si kuna loan repayment. But hiyo walilipa loan repayment 400. Hebu niambie kama walishalipa 400. So walilipa 400. Bank loan was 10% bank loan ilikuwa ngapi? Ilikuwa 400. Wakalipa 400. Wanabaki ngapi wajalipa?
2000.
Lazima tuongeze tena 10% ya hii. So hii inamaanisha hii ndio walipeana in the beginning. Tumeikalculate tu lakini hata hafai to calculate juu tumepewa pale interest on loan 120. Hiyo tumeikalculate tu, but lazima to add back. The one they had not yet paid was 2000. They have already paid 400. So the one not yet paid, pia lazima to calculate 10%. 10% of 2000, but wanalipa an installment of 6 over 12. Unapata ngapi? Unapata
100.
Unapata ngapi?
100.
100.
100. So I will add back here 100. Ukiadd 100 kwa 120 unapata
220.
That is how you are to calculate.
Naelewa hapo mwalimu.
Hujaelewa?
Mhm.
Nimesema at the beginning or at the end of the year March 2020, kama walikuwa wanalipa hii loan, the bank loan, kuna 10% bank loan hapo juu, tunaiona?
Mhm.
Only pay 10% of the amount of that loan. Amount of that loan ilikuwa 2,400. So 10% ya 2,400 unapata
240.
lakini walikuwa wanailipa in an installment, yani after 6 months. Unaona note number 3, note number 7, wanasema loan interest was paid for a half a year. Hiyo ni how many months? 6 months. So walikuwa wanailipa after 6 months. Sasa hiyo 240 watalipa mara mbili, yenye itakuwa 100 and nataka unanijibu 140
20.
wamesema ulipe in an installment mara mbili. Unalipa ngapi?
120.
120. Hiyo ndio ya kwanza. Nakumbuka in note number 2 wanasema kwamba loan repayment on 30th September 2020. Kuna ile walishalipa ilikuwa 400.
Oh, 400.
400. So ukichukua 2,400 in the beginning ukatoa hiyo 400, inabaki ngapi hajalipa?
2,000.
Hiyo 2,000 pia atakuwa analipa. Tumeambiwa any interest on loan analipa a half a year. Sawa sawa?
Mhm.
So hiyo 2,000 chapa 10% interest ni ngapi?
200.
Unapata
200.
lakini pia anailipa installment a half a year, 6 months multiply by 6/12, tabaka 100. Sasa ndio 100 tumeadd hii at the beginning and at the end, utakuwa ngapi? 200. Sijui kama ameelewa. Kama ameelewa sema yes.
Yes.
Huyo mwenye aliuliza swali umeelewa?
Ameelewa.
Oh, I hope nimeelewa. Si third party. I hope third party is not speaking for her. Then we continue. There is a what? Depreciation. Depreciation of an asset ndio hiyo huko chini. Na nilisema before tuende depreciation kulikuwa na loss on disposal.
Evaluation.
Disposal of motor vehicle. Nilisema ikiwa gain ni income, ikiwa loss ni expense. Na hiyo expense ilikuwa 32. Alafu kuna depreciation of motor vehicle. Depreciation. Kwa hiyo depreciation note number 8. The business depreciate motor vehicle at the rate of 20% reducing balance. Aya, unanipatia the amount of motor vehicle at the end of the year. Motor vehicle at the end of the year ilikuwa ngapi? Motor vehicle at the end of the year ilikuwa ngapi? Tusome hiyo note number nini? Aya, wacha tuone motor vehicle at the end of the year. What was the balance at the beginning? Motor vehicle
3,000.
cost how many shillings?
3,000.
3,000. Hiyo ndio the beginning of the year. Na wameandika pale net book value. But that is in the year 2020. So angalia anything about motor vehicle huku.
What's number 8?
Motor vehicle. That is not number. Wamesema full year depreciation was provided and acquired in the course and no depreciation in the year of disposal. So wacha tuangalie at the end of the year. Haya, 1,000 was sold. Tumepata kwamba 1,000 was sold. Let me rub here. I hope you have data that we will be subtracting to them. The question was August 2021. Question 2. So remember, this asset was sold at 1,000. Ndio. The cost sold ni ngapi? Ilikuwa 1,000. Ndio. And what is the accumulated depreciation?
88.
Ilikuwa 488.
88.
What is the net book value?
3,000.
Huh? It will be 10,000 minus 48. Unapata ngapi? Unapata ngapi?
512.
512. Sasa hii 512 ndio the cost that will be selling. Hii ndio cost net book value, the fair value that will be going out of the farm.
The farm.
Of the farm. So hii ndio ita reduce ile cost ya kwanza. So motor vehicle utasema will be 20% in bracket, unachukua 3,000 una minus 512. Hiyo ndio 12 itatoka nje. Sawa sawa. Itakuwa ngapi hiyo?
497.6.
497.6. Good. Understood? Nani hajaelewa? If understood, say yes.
Yes.
Another person, if understood, say yes. You can even text with your own respect. I respect all of you. You can even text because I cannot shout for you to speak. With the due respect I have for you, you can just say yes in the text. If you feel speaking is difficult, because when I decide to mute you, si vizuri. Utakuwa unajiuliza kwani hatuongei? Ndio. So another depreciation is furniture and fittings. Furniture and fittings. What was the cost of furniture and fittings? Wamesema pale, wamesema hapo ati furniture ili depreciate on dot number 10. Furniture is depreciated at the rate of 10% per annum on cost and is prorated to the period used in the year. Only period used in the year. The additional furniture is purchased on 1st October 2020, while the cost held on 31st March 2020. What is the period between 31st March to October 2020? Can somebody give me that period? How many periods?
8.
7 months.
7, really? See,
8.
first, kumbuka ni 31st, first. Hiyo ni how many months?
6.
6 months. Sawa sawa. So, if an asset acquired, ilikuwa, the beginning ilikuwa 1,600, ndio? Then they acquired another 8, at the end ni 1,600. Then they acquired, hiyo ndio yenye wali acquired. The beginning the asset ilikuwa ngapi?
Net book value. Tulikuwa tumepatia net book value.
Ilikuwa 960. 960, si ndio? Haya, is there any disposal that took place? Ama anything that was sold on the furniture? Tuangalie kama kuna anything that was sold on the furniture. Kuna purchase of furniture. Kuna purchase of? Mbona purchase of furniture? Ongeza hapa 800. Walinunua furniture ingine. Lakini unaona ile net book value at the beginning of the year, which is 960, we are not using because the furniture was not reducing balance. It was on? It was on cost. Sawa sawa. Suppose ingekuwa reducing balance, tungetoa 360. So you multiply by 6 months all over 12. Unapata ngapi? 6 months all over 12 unapata? How much do you get? Tujachapa 10%, si ndio? Si ni 10%?
120.
Eh?
120.
Kuna 10%, eh? Furniture and fitting. Ni 10% of, in bracket, 1600 plus 800 times 6 all over 12. Unapata ngapi? Muda chukue hii plus, then chapa na 10%.
120.
120. Na uweza chapa na hii? Eh? Yote.
Yes. Yes.
So is those depreciation, remember kama ni on cost ilikuwa hiyo cost ya kwanza 10% per annum and is prorated. Oh, prorated inamaanisha they are charged differently. Depreciation was taking place differently. Kama ni 1600 inafaa ikuwe 10% times 1600 prorated, alafu akanunua ingine pia ikadepreciate na 800. Hiyo ika depreciate na 10%. Hizi ni ngapi kwanza? Hizi ni ngapi? Hii ni ngapi? 1 ndio. Plus hii ni ngapi?
8
Ukiadd hapo ni
240.
2 ndio. But ni after how many months? Hapa ni inaleta ngapi?
120.
120. Kama wali prorate, kama ile ya kwanza walitumia full year, kuna kitu hapa sijafanya vizuri. Kama ni 100, hii ni 160 peke yake. Alafu ingine wali prorate any additional. So wameandika pale the additional. What was added? Si niyo 800 walinunua? Ndio. Hiyo 800 wakinunua wali prorate after 6 months. Aya, sasa nikalkulate hii. Hiyo. Sasa hii ni 160 plus additional ndio walifanya to 6 months. Si hii ya kwanza. Hii ya kwanza was full year. Unapata
Mwalimu, if you're using the 800, ile furniture not 800, they purchased it on 1st October and the financial year end is 31st March. So hiyo ni 7 months.
So unaona 1st October and 31st
March 2021.
It was purchased
So ni 7
on
months.
It was purchased on 1st October 2020. Ndio. While the cost held on. Wamesema nini? Held on 31st March 2020. Ni 7 months really?
Ni 6 months.
Ni 6
6
months.
months.
Unapata ngapi?
40.
40. Ukiadd ni
200.
200. That it is. So it will be 160. We add the one prorated, which is 10%. Wacha niweka hapo vizuri. It will be 10% of 1600. Then you add 10% of the amount added but times 6 all over value. Hiyo unapata. Is there any other expense remaining? So can you add for me this? Unapata ngapi? Unapata ngapi? I hope somebody is adding.
2385. 2385.5.
Unapata?
2385.
8385.6.
I am minus. What is the net profit?
$574.4.
574
Oh,
That is how you could have gotten how many marks? 12. Imagine 12 marks. Then we move to balance sheet. Wacha to confirm hii balance sheet yetu. I hope we have the screenshot of every entry we said itaenda balance sheet. Alpha, omega. Remember we are using August, sijui mbona naifuta. So alpha, omega, statement of financial position as at 31st December or 31st March. We have 3 zeros. Ama tunaweza anza na net book value, accumulated depreciation, cost, then asset. Tutakuwa na non-current. So at the end of the year, hii statement of affairs ilikuwa ina maintain the beginning of the year. At the end of the year, sasa ndio zina deal hapa. That is the main difference between balance sheet and statement of affairs. So niambie, what is the non-current asset and tunaanza nayo ni freehold? Yenye ni 2400. Did land depreciate? Hiyo. Sasa hiyo ni free mark, imagine. Land does not depreciate. Hiyo ni free mark. Another depreciation, kuna motor. Kuna motor vehicle. What is the cost? 3. Lakini ili depreciate, si ndio? After everything, because ilikuwa on reducing balance, ili depreciate na amount gani? Na amount gani?
497.6.
Si unachukua hii, si ilikuwa reducing balance. Si ni hii plus hii. Chukua hii plus hii. Hii ilikuwa in the beginning, then at the end ni depreciation at the end. Then hii ilikuwa provision at the beginning. Add hii plus hii ni ngapi?
$1009.6.
You left. Then we go to furniture. Furniture, remember the cost at the beginning walikuwa na 16 wakanunua ingine. Ndio? Walikuwa na 960 at the beginning of the year. 960 angalia huko juu. Alafu akaongeza addition of 800. 960 plus 800 ni 960 plus 800 ni ngapi?
1760.
Eh?
1760.
Alafu depreciation was on straight line basis, ndio hii. Hii ni ngapi hii ya juu?
Motor vehicle ni 2190.4.
2190 point
1990.4.
50.
Motor vehicle ni 1990.
Or 19.
Yes.
Point 4.
Yes.
Add hii. Unapata ngapi? I hope hiyo ingine nime minus vizuri. Then current asset
5950.
20.
5950.
5950.4.
5950.4. We continue. Current asset tuko na invest. Unachukua ile inventory yenye tuli work out. Tuli work out ni gani? Unaniambia yenye tuli work out ni inventory worked out ilikuwa ngapi? Hii ndio closing stock bwana. Ni ngapi? Kuna mtu aoni? Tulisema in the balance sheet tuna maintaining closing stock which is 17. Alafu kuna account receivable. What was the account receivables yenye tuliunda at the end of the year ilikuwa ngapi? Kwa ule ame make screenshot ilikuwa
2400.
2400. Alafu kuna allowance for doubtful debt at the end of the year ilikuwa ilikuwa
120.
ukitoa 120 hapo unabaki na
2280.
2280. That is how it become. Now kuna bank balance. Bank balance iko kweli? Hakuna, ndio? Juu hii bank balance ingetoka huku ndio tungechukua hiyo balance tuweke huku. But usiwahi chukua balance at the beginning. Hizo zina affecting the affairs. So suppose that balance carry down ingekuwa huku, double entry could have debited it. But because it was on the credit side, it is this other side. Ikirudi double entry is on the credit side. So if a balance of the bank is on the credit side, it is always liability. When the balance of the bank is on the debit side, it is always an asset. Understood? Understood, my people? Cost of furniture, why is it 1760? It is 1760. Angalia at the beginning of the year walikuwa na 960. Alafu wakanunua ingine during the year before ifike March, before ifike the end of the March wakanunua 800. Ukiadd ni 1760. Alafu there is a what? Was there something prepaid? Is there something prepaid? Hakuna prepaid. Aya, add ni ngapi? What is the total?
4,000.
4,000.
Ukiadd hapo unapata ngapi?
$99.50.4.
99.50.4. Alafu equity and
Liabilities.
in the equity and liability tunaanza na capital na ni working. Which capital do you take there? Mtu aniambie, which capital? Mtu aniambie, which capital do you take there?
The one we got from the statement of affairs.
Very good, very good. That one ilikuwa ngapi?
5,600.
5,600. Very good. That is why you need to always to work out statement of affairs. Capital watakuwa wanakunyima, obvious. Watakuwa wanakunyima bank balance, obvious. Watakuwa wanakunyima receivables at the end of the year, obvious. Watakuwa wanakunyima payable at the end of the year, obvious. Those are the things. So, net profit, we add net, ama we less drawings. Drawings ilikuwa, si ndio? Less drawings. Drawings ni pesa ngapi?
240.
240. Then we add net profit. Net profit ni 574.4.
0.4.
So hiyo ndio part of the equity. Nikakwambianga hii ukichukua hii minus hii plus hii ndio closing capital. Wakati hauna hii net profit, hauna hii capital. Capital can also be gotten by closing capital, you minus the net profit, you add back the drawings, then you get the opening capital. That is another way of getting that capital. But you could not get if you don't know the profit. Mtu mwenye angekuwa mwerevu hata na aseme hii statement of affairs itanisumbua, ungechapa tu hii net profit na upate, ndio? Ungechapa tu hii net profit yote na uchape, alafu upate hii 240. Lakini kenye ingekusumbua ni hiyo capital. So lazima uchape capital in affairs. Lazima utafute statement of affairs. Then unaenda kwa current liability. Tunaanza na account
Payable.
hii pia ilikuwa working. Ni ngapi? Account payable at the end of the year ilikuwa ngapi? Balance carried down
1,200.
Alafu tuko na nini? Accrued electricity, si ndio? Accrued electricity ni ngapi? Si tulichora hii account ilikuwa ngapi
70.
wenzangu? Ilikuwa 12. Si ona. Hata iko kwa additional information. Additional information
76.
tunasema nini?
Accrued electricity as at 31st March ni 76.
Si ni 76? Yes, at the end of the year 76. Alafu kuna accrued. Kumbuka alikuwa analipa hii loan. So ndio hata bado tuko nayo hapa. Ni interest gani hajalipa? Si bado hajalipa. Hii interest bado hujalipa. Kama loan repayment ashalipa 400, akabaki na 2,000 loan ya kulipa, na interest due on that loan bado hajalipa. So kuna accrued loan interest. Ni how much? 1? Bado hajalipa hiyo interest. Alafu kuna nini tena? Hapa tulisema tunaletoa nini? Working. Ya pesa ngapi? Pesa ngapi? Pesa ngapi tunatoa hapa?
640.
640. Double entry ilikuwa article debit. The other side. So ikirudi huku inakuwa credited. Nini tena kama liability? Kenya tujaweka. Hebu tuone kama kutabalance ama bado. Total. How much?
7950.4.
Yote.
Yeah.
7950.4. Kwani kuna kitu tujaweka? Oh,
Ile loan.
hiyo long term liability tumeweka kweli? Hiyo bank loan hatujaweka. Kuna non current liability. Sorry for that person mwenye alikuwa ameshaandika. Ile ilikuwa 10%, how much? 10% bank loan. Kuna ile alishalipa, si ndio? Nauliza, kuna ile alishalipa?
Yes.
Alilipa
Yes.
ngapi?
400.
400. Ni ngapi hajalipa?
2000.
Hebu sasa tu add.
Ina balance.
Total equity. Umesema ina balance 99?
9950.4.
Iko hivyo, si ndio? Nani ameelewa incomplete balance record?
Kwa sawa.
Uko sawa? Ama tufanye ingine?
Ai. Bana. Kesho iko.
Nani anasema iko sawa? I'm remaining with how many minutes? Imeisha. Time imeisha. Sasa mko sawa?
Yes.
I have only one class tomorrow. And that one class tomorrow will be in the evening, not at lunchtime. Eh? Sawa sawa.
Sawa.
At lunchtime, but you can just enter. Lunchtime nataka niweke watu wa CS. Watu wa CS sijui kama wako hapa. But if they are okay, I will let you know. If you just see a link inakutaka, wewe ingia tu hiyo link usome. Sasa nini hatujafanya? Hatujafanya suspense, ndio? Yes. So that suspense I will check on it. Then I've told you something that is coming in the year 2024. In the year 2020 what? 2020? 6, eh? Before, without that 1 minute remaining, the year 2026, you need to know, number one, is the current topic yenye tumefanya. Kwa watu wa CS, mutaletewa direct yenye aina working kama hizi. Watu wa CS, certified secretaries, hamutafanya na hii urefu yenye unaona sijui hujapewa bank. Ndio maana ninasema sole trade business iko mara mbili. Ingine inaweza kuwa na ule mwenye non-certified accountant amefanya errors. Hiyo wanaletea watu wa CPA. Ndio hiyo inaitwa incomplete record. Alafu ile direct watapatiana watu wa CS. So mtu wa CS sijui kama bado unaweza shindwa kufanya sole trade business. Alafu after this you must make sure that in cash flow and ratios yenye tulifanya Saturday wataleta moja. Wakileta cash flow hawaleti ratio. Hiyo ndio ujue. Wakileta cash flow hawaleti ratio analysis. Therefore, wakileta ratio analysis hawaleti cash flow. Hiyo ni question 2. Question 3, I've also told you to talk on the manufacturing entity. It was not there in December, if I'm not wrong. Manufacturing entity, that when we get time tomorrow, we shall look at it. So, in manufacturing entity, if you still have a problem on manufacturing, you just tell me. I will check on that. Hiyo ndio kitu imebaki. Suspense nitakuja hapa na tufanye theory na tu correct. Correct only errors na tunatengeneza suspense account. Hiyo itakuwa. Lakini this year 2026, I don't think. Sawa. So, nimeshaongelea maswali ngapi? 3. Maswali ya 4, partnership. Is either a partnership is being admitted. It is either partnership is being admitted. That one. But for the people doing CS, wanaweza kuleta ile direct, ile partnership business, ile tu ya direct. But a partner admitted in the beginning of the year, nilisema unatengeneza kawaida. At the katikati ya mwezi ama katikati ya mwaka, unagawa hiyo accounting statement. Mara ngapi? Mara 2. Before joining and after joining the business. Hiyo pia uangalie. Hiyo ni maswali 4. Swali ya 5 ni gani? So, wakileta partnership, hawataleta company. Hapo sasa soma hizo vitu mbili zote. Na uombe walete company because company law, company account inakuanga bit very easy. Sawa. Then after that, the 20 marks that is remaining, because hakuna kuchoose. Angalia theories, alafu escort with the what is called another 20 marks can be theory of about 10 to 20 to 15 marks. Alafu angalie ile control account. See control sidhani but bank reconciliation. Bank reconciliation and the theory of financial accounting. Ukiangalia hiyo document nilituma kwa ile group, kuna part inaitwa public sector. Angalia vile wanajaza maswali za public sector in the accounting act. Sawa. So therefore, kila mtu akuwe na siku njema. If you have a question, you will answer. So we meet tomorrow, ndio?
Tomorrow at what time?
So tomorrow I might have another one in the lunch, then in the evening as usual. From 6.
Okay.
So if lunch will not be there, I will tell you, but in the evening, it is a must, it will be. Sawa. What was yes, tulimaliza syllabus. Make sure you are copying those things that I sent in the group. It was only a 1-page topic. Then we shall say, God bless us. Even during the end of the exam, God is going to bless you and all of you shall pass the exam. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye.